Tuesday. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yes, nothing quite like Buffalo in January as we welcome you inside a snowy Highmark Stadium near the shores of Lake Erie. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
They start the drive with Cook. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Singletary again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So we see it right here on the opening drive, throwing the football in these snowing conditions. Going to be very, very tough. You wonder if they're going to rethink the aerial attack going forward.
It will be interesting, and it'll be a debate because most of the quarterbacks that we know, they believe they can throw through anything. They don't care if it's rain, snow, it doesn't matter as long as they get a chance to throw the football. And I think a lot of coaches think that in these conditions, let's throw it early before things get worse.
Now Burrow on 1st down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Burrow on play action. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. Just a gain of a couple there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This one from 35 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do. But he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL than just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and 3rd and 1 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield and broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Now it's Burrow. Being chased out left. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Mixing up the middle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Here we go.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second and 9. Here's Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Now it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills offense back out onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, this is intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mixon will try the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Fourth down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Completes it to Davis. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen caught right side. Davis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon, as we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He will find his man Chase complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And the conditions miserable for a kicker and a holder, but this one's good, and with it, they take the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. First down. Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Here we go.
On the delay, it's Mixon, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. This defense, tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
A third quarter now, at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Down to the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. This is Mixon on the draw. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go right back to Singletary. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Now Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too
much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 1. Less than 90 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Can.
To throw, Burrow. Complete to Boyd. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Here we go.
Burrow. Pass complete. Hurst. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the gun to give to Mixon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll give it to Mixon. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Here we go with Burrow. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now it's the Bills' turn, trailing by a touchdown. 25 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Here's Allen. And that's complete to Davis. And he's going to have a 1st down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield.
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is Cook with a grab.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.